So basically, back when I was 7, I just started watching TV shows and I was like, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. So every weekend I would cook 3-course meals for my family and friends. I'd get them to like rate the dishes out of 10. I'd print out full menu cards and everything. So I do that every weekend for about 2 or 3 years. Then when I was 10 and 11, I started doing cakes and stuff for family and friends' birthdays. Every weekend, I reckon I would cook 10 cakes, like 5 batches of cookies. Like, it was ridiculous. And before I knew it, I was supplying this cafe with all their cakes every single day. So before I knew it, yeah, there was $100, $200, $300 orders coming in.
Next minute we known he had booked a shop in High Street, Windsor.
He'd gone to school and in his lunch break, he had already got on the iPad and he'd gone through all the real estate agents and he'd approached them. They probably thought they were talking to a 30, 40-year-old.
Yeah. Cost me about $6,000 to get the whole pop-up ready to go. But I remember opening that door and I was like, is anyone gonna turn up? Before I knew it, after those 8 days, we sold 10,000 donuts. It was just hectic. We were going to bed most nights at 2 a.m, getting back into the shop at 4 a.m. Had my cousin helping, my auntie helping. It was just all hands on deck for those 8 days. It was hectic. This counter is usually full of donuts. It's looking pretty empty at the moment. I remember like thinking, what have I got myself into? Trying to run this store that was happening. Going back to school, I was like, wow, I'm at school, the shop's open, I'm not there. Like, it was a weird feeling. I remember being quite miserable at school in terms of just like, why am I here? This is boring. I didn't want to be there for a lot of year 11 and 12, but I had the feeling in my mind that I finished 10 years of school, what was another 2, just to get that HSC and get it over and done with and out of my life.
He said, look, I'm not sure I want to complete year 12, Mum and Dad. And I said, look, we'd prefer you did, and we'll try to support you on a time basis, not a financial basis.
So we're gonna get some of these decorated. I'm gonna do creme brulee. If you can do Cookie Monster, please.
Yeah, we have our days. No, generally speaking, it's pretty good. He's lucky he's got a fairly easygoing mum.
Some of the teachers were always just like, stop it, don't do it, don't, it's not worth it, you're gonna fail, throwing those stats, 4 out of 5 businesses fail in the first year, or whatever the stats are. Extraordinary abilities in sport, swimming, athletics, things like that. That's often embraced by schools and they really love it. Whereas business and stuff, it's not really seen as the norm. So I think some schools just don't know how to handle it yet.